Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, what a night tonight was for NBA basketball. If you love hoops, if you just love great basketball in general, no matter the level, what a day. What a day it was today, man. The
Yeah,
NBA Finals game one was today. About to break that down, talk about it, do everything we can with this, which is just this one game, you know? About to just talk about the whole entire series, what we think is going to happen. Hey, man, T, how you feeling today, brother? You all right?
no, I'm playing. Let me chill.
Let's go.
I claim the Spurs. I ain't gonna flip flop on y'all boys. It was a hard game to watch. It wasn't a hard game to watch, but it was a really good game. But for me, being on the side I was on, it was kind of a hard game to watch, especially that ended. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty
I'm
bad.
feeling. You know what I'm saying? We gonna recoup. We gonna get back at him this next game. But how you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man. I'm very excited about the series. Hey, man, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, we are in for a treat. I definitely believe that this will go down as one of the best finals of all time, in my opinion, man. We playoffs have been great so far, man. I am very happy about that. But anyways, before we get on all that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share with your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your auntie, everybody. Do whatever you gotta do.
for
Do it,
sure.
help some brothers out. Do whatever you gotta do. Help us out. Let's get right into it. T.
Yeah,
The Knicks
yeah,
beat the Spurs 105-95.
yeah.
Hey, man, it was crazy. I'm gonna let you just start it off. I mean, you know you got a lot on your mind about the Spurs. I'm gonna let you just go ahead and start it off. What's
Yeah,
going on?
so it's
Talk
Spurs,
to me.
so
Talk to me.
it's Spurs. So starting off, we're gonna go with the GOAT, Wendy. Uh, 6 for 21, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Uh, I mean, being a star player, you gotta live or die with them, whatever their performance is. Of course, wish he made more shots as well as other people on the team making more shots, but he just didn't. My biggest thing with him this series, or not this series, but this game, I felt like he was bringing the ball down a lot. You feel me? Bringing it down to where those guards were. Like I know at the start of the game, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby got like a steal quick as what. As soon as he brought that ball down, right then I knew he was going to kind of have trouble because he likes to do that spin move and everything. While he's doing the spin move, he doesn't keep the ball up. He keeps it down and then goes in the pocket into his shot and everything. So I think he has to be really with that this series, especially with these caliber of defenders that he's going against. One thing I will say, going to the Spurs as a team, one thing I will say that I believe they did well, especially at the beginning of the game more so when they had control of the game, was doubling Cat. So a lot of times New York will have Cat on that wing, have his back to the basket, and have everybody just kind of cut in and playing off of each other, screening and everything. New York didn't really let Cat see a lot of that action from the double coming. He couldn't really see any of the cuts and anything coming. So I feel like they did a good job with that. More so at the beginning of the game. As the game progressed, I feel like Cat was able to adjust and get to his spots and everything. We will get to New York later. Um, Dylan Harper, 16, 6 and 10. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're gonna go to De'Aaron Fox too. De'Aaron Fox, 7 points, three. Nah, because we got it. Well, we gonna do it. The elephant is in the room. We gonna
No,
do
it's
this.
definitely in the room.
Um, 7 points, 3 for 13. You cannot have this from your veteran point guard. And I'm a person that is very high off Steve Fox, but this today I don't know. Maybe it was the ankle. I don't know what it was. I I believe Dylan Harper should have been in late in the game. Because as soon as he came in, that what was that first quarter, late in that first quarter, he got right to work, gang. Like it was
Right to work, bro.
right to work, talking his stuff. Nobody was nobody was messing with him. So it was like I don't really understand why you don't at least give it a try later in the game, Coach
Yeah.
Mitch. But hey, um, we'll just continue to move on for that. Stefan Castle. Now, once again, he's just to me, he's just a player live or die, bro. Like his turnovers are so crucial. I'm not gonna hold you. His turnovers are so crucial, but at the same time, he gets down the hill at such an excessive rate. It's crazy how many times he touches the paint. So it's like he will turn the ball over, but at the same time, he also can make plays by being as aggressive as he is,
Yeah.
um, making open plays for his other teammates, such as Champagne, who once again is a sharpshooter. Now I guess that last series is out of his head. He's Back to shooting good, 5 for 10 from three, 16 points. Really playing his role as a shooter. Um, and I feel like once again to hold people accountable. Fox and Vassell. I ain't gonna lie, we let Vassell get away too many times last series from having bad games. They went a little quiet because we looked more towards Victor and
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, but Vassell is shooting 4 for 11. That's not gonna cut it, especially as somebody that we're trusting to be out there to either produce on the not either on the offensive end. Defensive end, he's pretty solid. He had about 9 rebounds and everything today. He's pretty solid. I'm not gonna go there from defense, but at least on the offensive end, we need somebody that's gonna make shots, and that's where I feel like either Fox or Vassell got to come out because it's like at the end of the game because Vassell's he is giving great energy on defense, but he's just not giving what we need on offense. Who is giving that? Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
He's not playing like the veteran point guard we need him to play in the finals. Who was doing that? Rookie Dylan Harper. So it's like I don't really know. Maybe it's the whole trusting in the veteran thing. What do you think about that? Like it seemed like we on the same page about that. Dylan Harper.
Yeah. I wrote that down in my notes
Yeah, but
actually. um,
he's
you
chilling on
know,
the bench, bro.
yeah, I mean, speaking of the Spurs, we just gonna talk about the Spurs right now, and then next we'll talk about the Knicks. I, I I'm with you, man. Dylan Harper was amazing tonight,
Yeah,
brother. Like coming off the bench, bro, straight energy. And I'm with you with him and Stephon Castle. I said that dog, them and previous pods. The fact that they can get 2 feet in the paint
yeah,
anytime they want is so effective because what that does is first of all that obviously makes the defense play ultra aggressive, or honestly sometimes they'll back off on you, and then they're very streaky shooters. They're not you want them to shoot ultimately, but when they knock it down, they see one go in, they're gonna keep on shooting it.
yeah.
Um, he was amazing, and then I'm with you in terms of bro, like he should have been playing in the final like
Gotta be in there.
5 minutes of the game. I don't know what. Listen, I've been very, high on Coach Mitch. I love his adjustment
Same.
stuff like that. I love his energy and stuff like that. But I think today was definitely one of those rookie mistakes, as one may say, in terms of like not putting him in. I mean, granted, obviously want to say, well, it's a vet point guard, and Darren Fox, but if you don't got to go, he don't got to go, and it's not like honestly, it's not like Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle were turning the ball over that much. So
Yeah,
you can't even use that excuse really. Be like,
yeah.
okay, why was he on the floor?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, I think D Fox had a causing turnover as well. I think Josh Hart ripped him if I'm not mistaken.
Clean. One of the cleanest rips I've ever seen in my life.
It was very clean. So like Dylan Harper had 16 points on 60% shooting from the
Like,
field
what are
today,
we
bro.
doing?
Like he got 2 feet in the paint. It was crazy. Obviously, D Fox has to be better. I was a fan of just getting him off the floor. Now, listen, my thing is this: I always say this: if you're hurt, if you're injured, I'm just a fan of not playing. So if it's because of his ankles, that's no excuse because you're ultimately on the floor. It could be a reason, but it's not going to be an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah,
Um, Wimby, Wimby. Defensively, I'm gonna say this, bro. This might be a hot take, whatever like that. I think Wimby might be the most impactful player I might have ever seen on both ends of the floor. On the offensive end, he affects the way that you play defense. Think
yeah,
about it, right? Because what the Knicks were doing was because honestly, this happened in a lot in the beginning of the game. Basically, they were loading up the side so much that Wimby was on. They was like that weak side man. Basically, was so worried about the lob threat that Wimby is that the Spurs were able just to basically throw a whole skip pass over to the corner, and Dylan Harper got some shots like that. Champagne got a lot of his corner shots like that.
yeah,
Basically, just Wimby being the lob threat that he is, that weak side man was so worried, what I'm saying, that kept crashing into the paint or just guarding, you know what I'm saying? Basically, in a sense, doubling Wimby off ball. Does that make sense? It's weird. And obviously, on the defensive end, what Wimby does on the defensive end is just better,
yeah. No, it's
second to
evident.
none. It's
That's
second to
evident.
none. Like, he kept, altering shots. He didn't even do nothing. Him just being in the paint is just effective as it is. So that's why I say, in my opinion, I just think he changes the way you play offense and he changes the way that you play defense
Yeah,
because of how just amazing he is. So that's why I just think if he's not the most impactful player, then obviously you got the Shaqs of the world. You might even say LeBron sometimes too. But I think him and Shaq is probably like one or two
I would
that
say
I've seen
Giannis
him.
too. When you said
Yeah,
that, I would say
yeah.
Giannis for sure.
Giannis, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah,
It's just amazing the way that he can be impactful. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Offensively, and you said it, bro. He has to get something. I'm not a fan of this whole Wimby get the ball on the top of the key
yeah,
and
ISO.
play
Nah,
like Kyrie, brother. Again, respectfully, you're not him. Get your big self down in the paint, get a move, and just be ultra aggressive. You're gonna
yeah.
get the whistle, especially when I'm not trying to be funny. He does flop and flail a lot. Okay, let's just keep it a bit. He does do that a lot. So you're doing that. You do just you know what I'm saying.
Is he flopping or is he getting hit? Call it how it is, Just.
It might be both. Two things can be
Okay,
true.
okay. I'm
Two
just
things can be
saying.
true.
Just saying for sure.
Two things can be
You're
true. So
right.
I'm not mad at it. I
You're
mean, if it's working, it's working. But like you said, the whole him doing the whole spin move and he keeps it
right.
low. I mean, obviously it worked. It worked a few times because Cat got in foul trouble and stuff like
Yeah,
that because of that. So it can work at times. But like I'm
but
with you.
that's
I
just
would rather.
honestly, that's not really him. That's not Victor. I'm gonna keep it buck. That's Cat always just gets
He
stupid fouls
just
like
dumb
that.
sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, wait, Cat is always in foul trouble, so I'm not gonna blame that on Wimby saying it works sometimes when that's just Cat's tendencies to always swipe down at the ball, not go home.
No, for sure. And then, but like in the beginning of the game, I mean, both teams shot terrible from
Terrible.
the
Yeah. Yeah. No,
both
it
teams shot. I mean, I think a
was
lot of think Champagne he hit timely shots.
yeah.
Shamit hit timely shots. Brunson obviously hit timely. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. OG hit timely shots and stuff like that. I think this is what it is. But I think the main thing with the Spurs is that besides Dylan Harper, I think who was it? Who's a six man here? I forgot his name. He played
Kelly
like Charles
Johnson.
Barkley. Keldon Johnson. I think it was only him and Dylan Harper that gave him bench points. If I looked
Yeah.
at it, bro, their bench was terrible today.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I know their bench is not really known for scoring, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But it's the finest, man. Anybody that get on that floor, you have to do something. And I'm a fan of if you're on that floor, if you have to just provide some kind of value. And if I'm being honest, it was just the starters today, and that kind of messes things up because now your starters are tired. And they exerted more energy. Oh, Wimpy already. I think Wimpy played. I think a cool. I think 36 minutes today, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
for him, already he's already like an exhausted kind of person, obviously because of his body type. But then again, they
He
played him
plays
like
hard too.
it does
He
exactly,
plays
and
very hard.
they played during the regular season they only played like 28 minutes a game. And granted,
Yeah.
yes, that was a very valuable 28 minutes. But in the playoff times, man, like now, but I don't like the whole thing of like I think next season what they should do with him is definitely like try to rack up his minutes on like meaningful games. So like in the regular season next year, I would say like they're going against the Thunder, if they're going against a playoff team or something like that. I
Yeah.
want him. I
Nuggets.
want him to play 40 minutes, 45 minutes a game, just for his obviously if it's close, but just to get his body used to it. So then, in moments like now, he's not exerting. I mean, he already gonna do that. Like you say, he plays hard, but just don't be as tight. Rather, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, but
I feel like
you know,
that ISO ball also exerts a lot of energy for him too, because he does not need to be dribbling and everything like
yeah,
that at the top of the key. He really just. I feel like they Reggie Miller started today. They shied away from him catching the ball right at the elbow and just getting right to it. I didn't really see a lot of that today. Of course, there's gonna be moments like that because I mean, ultimately, if he's not doing that, then he's not doing his job. But I feel like he should be there a lot more frequently. So
yeah.
uh,
I think another good thing that I would say one of the pros that they did do the Spurs, honestly, I think they played pretty well on Jalen Brunson. I don't think they
their
played
defense
that
was yeah,
bad.
their defense was great today. In my opinion, I don't really know
No,
if their defense was that great or if New York because everybody was missing shots.
yeah,
So it's like it's
exactly. It
kind
was
of
just
hard judgment. Like
because they were honest. Speaking of Russ, the Knicks didn't play, haven't played in almost 10 days.
yeah,
Um, and obviously you got the Spurs. And, the fatigue is real. See, they just came out of a hard fought 7 game series.
yeah,
So I mean, they haven't played in 5 days. That stuff is real. So I think personally, I think this game 1 is gonna be the only game, maybe probably game 2. But I think it's gonna be like the only game where like the shooting is that is
out of
this
rhythm.
bad. or
Yeah.
exactly, just everybody just rusty. But I don't think they played that bad. I think Carter Bryant played pretty well on him. Honestly, I would have liked for him to kind of stay out there a little bit longer, just to tell, you know what I mean. But I think also, you know, you just you just have to live with an offensive player. Just sometimes just better offense, man. Like you know what I
No,
mean.
surely,
Like you
surely.
could play the best defense ever. It kind of reminds me, you know how it is with Liam. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all know Liam, but like you just play
Yeah,
good defense, but it's
yeah.
just like
You watch
what
it
you
go
gonna do?
straight through the hoop. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like it's nothing. So I mean, like it's
gotta get back.
nothing you can really do about it. But they didn't play whatever. But I would say this. I think the Spurs. This is my last thing. I think the Spurs. I definitely believe that their age kind of showed a little bit. Their experience kind of showed a little bit.
Definitely. I
Um,
would
Towards the
say
end of the
good
game.
and bad though.
No,
As you
good and bad for sure.
yeah,
Because De'Aaron Fox with a costly turnover, and also, you know, I think another thing that killed them as well is that the Knicks had more second chance points as well.
yeah, yeah.
And I think this
We're
is
gonna
going
get
to be
to
a
that.
great
Yeah.
segue over to the Knicks, and I'm gonna start it off, man, bro. Josh Hart, brother, this dude is is the epitome of intangibles, man. I want Josh Hart on my team every single game, bro. I want to go to war with him, man.
You know
He
that
had
keyboard saying, "I'll do it."
yeah,
That's
exactly.
not sure.
Come on,
Every
man.
game,
Like,
I'll do it. Whatever
bro,
they
he had
need.
he had 15 boards today, bro.
15 boards, bro.
15 boards today, bro. Like he did all of the intangible things, bro. Cat played well. He was getting offensive boards as well in the beginning of the game. He played well. I was very happy with Cat today. I was not mad at his performance. Obviously, the foul trouble that just listen. When it comes to certain players, some
That's
people,
just him. Yeah.
you gotta take the good with the bad. It's just what it
That's
is, brother.
true,
It's a
bro.
part of it. But I was Cat played well. He established himself early on. He let Wemby know, yeah, you better than me. You may be doing X, Y, Z, but I'm here. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna put up a fight now. I ain't saying I'm gonna win the battle. I'm gonna put up a fight. And
yeah,
honestly, I can respect that, T. I
for
can respect
sure,
that. Like I
for
said,
sure.
I said this before, and I'm gonna talk about the Cavs now. Listen, I can
Someone's gonna do it.
I can live with missed shots. I can live with good missed shots and stuff like that. But you got to show me that you at least want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Give me something. Push them. I don't know, something. Grab. At least attempt to get the offensive rebound. That's just me. I just like that. So I can live with that. And you see what happens, T, when you play with effort. And even though you're
I
missing
see
something,
it.
do you see what happens,
I
T?
seen it. I seen it. Them last 4 games they played against. Never mind.
Come on, man. The basketball gods will
Never mind.
they'll help you out a
Yeah.
little bit. You know what I mean? That's just me. But anyway,
No.
we got off track a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's me. I apologize. I mean, obviously, OG and Anobi hit some very clutch shots and stuff like that. He was pretty quiet, but he showed up
Down the
very. I
stretch.
think he
Yes,
showed up
sir.
great in that third quarter. I believe it's third or fourth quarter, one of the
Third
two.
and fourth. He was hitting
Exactly.
shots in the fourth as well. Yes.
Showed up great. Landry Shamet was hitting some nice shots, stuff like that. Um, listen, Jalen Brunson didn't shoot the ball well,
Not at all.
but brother,
Not at all.
dude, Jalen Brunson is amazing. Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter, like a closer,
It's
dog.
even more
It's
amazing.
come on, man. Like,
Amazing to the power too. Like,
oh, it was crazy. The shots he was hitting, it was amazing. It was great. He got off the ball, which I think he was good because obviously they were what the Spurs were doing against him was, and that's again is credit to the Spurs defense as well. What they were doing was they was playing very tight with him and stuff like that. But then also they were hedging a little bit. They was like setting the screen, they were like hedging it a little bit. So he was ultimately seeing two low key. But they will obviously go back and just play straight up. And honestly, if you play straight up with Jalen Brunson, I mean, one on one, it's over with,
yeah,
and
bro.
that's just what it is. And I think it'll be my last thing on Jalen Brunson. I think what's great about him is that the way that he's able to navigate where he wants to go and the spots he wants to do is so elite and so amazing. And I think he wants that contact. He loves dealing with the contact because a lot of times, well, if you don't know basketball, a lot of times when a player is guarding you and they're being ultra aggressive and you love that, you can ultimately get to your spots and your angles and you can basically initiate where you want to go with them being ultra aggressive and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I think that's what he did. He was dribbling to the right side, but he did it in a way of I know he's gonna go this way, so I just I mean he was mind games, man. Great basketball mind games by one of the elite scorers in our game today, brother. Jalen Brunson showed up and showed out. Again, it wasn't efficient, and that's credit. Did miss good shots he usually makes, but that's also credit to the Spurs defense. But
Yeah.
brother, this dude is different. Oh my
Yeah.
lord, he's different.
Yeah. Um. Now going piggybacking off of you, should I just start with Jalen Brunson? Yeah. Yeah. As you were saying, you can't play him straight up and down. Um. His trick is he wants to get you either on his hip or in front of you. Once that happens, it's his world. Like you really don't have a say. It was times where he was getting defenders either on his hip or getting in front of him, and now he has that floater. Even over he tried it over Victor Wembanyama multiple times this game, which is probably why his shooting splits are the way they are. But it's just that confidence that like, hey, as long as I get him behind me, bro, it's either a lob, a floater, or I'm getting to whatever I want because I can navigate and get wherever I want on the floor, as you said. So yeah, once that happens, it's cooked. And even though he did have 30 off 31 shots, which is absurd. If anybody else shot that, we are on them. But this is the finals. So
Come on,
since
man.
he did that in
Listen. We are empty in the clip, brother.
since he did that in the finals, once again I'm solidifying. I apologize. He is top 3 guard in the league. Once again, Jalen Brunson, we apologize, bro. I'm repping you today and everything because I sincerely apologize, my guy. I ain't gonna hold you. It was real life cooking. But yeah, as you said about Cat as well. Cat was a beast on the boards today. I'm not gonna hold you. Had 12 boards, along with 18. He went right at Wemby from the start of the game, which once again, as you said, I respect and I'm proud of because a lot of people shy away from Wemby. Um, as I'm speaking of that, the Knicks really got back into this game in the third quarter because Cat was able to kill the board. Cat and Josh Hart, of course, with 15 boards, was able to kill the boards on the offensive glass, get second stance points, get foul calls. He even taken Luke Cornett from the top of the key, going right to the Baja. He took Victor Wembanyama one time right into his chest, going to the
First
Baja.
quarter.
Like, yeah. So it's like him showing that. That's a good sign for New York, especially to see in game one. Hopefully, he keeps this momentum going forward. Um,
Yeah.
as you said, Shamit, probably their best shooter right now. I'm not gonna fake whatever. He need to get his accountants ready, get his finances ready because he's getting some money this summer for sure.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah. Yeah.
is he,
Because you're on the two-way, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he wasn't even like
Great.
signed at the beginning of this year. Mike Brown said like they just added him on some crazy stuff. So he's out playing like their role players that they're actually playing right now. Jose
Alvarado.
Alvarado and
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson. I was about to say their names the same,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's out playing both of them right now, all while being a solid defender as well. So he's really stepping up, playing his role. And last thing I wanted to say was it's really the same theme kind of with every team going against the Spurs. It's like they kind of struggle whenever Wemby's in the game because they don't really know how to
Hard.
navigate around him. His presence just in the paint is just like crazy, defense or offensively. But as soon as he goes out,
Oh, yeah. It's
but as soon
barbecue.
as he goes
We
out,
are attacking the paint.
it's up. It's up, bro. Like they got so many. That's when they went right back to the Cat on the wing. They got an easy dime to Shamit. As soon as Wemby went out in the third quarter, he literally went out for like 45 seconds. They got a couple buckets. They had to put him back in.
Yeah.
So him being off of the floor, if that's that much of a problem for the Spurs, it's low key looking scary. Once again, I mean not once again, but moving on from that, it's low key looking scary in general because the Knicks won the game, like not shooting well and not really playing that well. Like I just told you, Jalen Brunson has 30 points of 31 shots, but that's
And now he
like
did not get to the free throw line a
he
lot
did
either.
not get the free throw line pretty much at all until the
Yeah.
end of the game. So that is very scary. That is very concerning for me as somebody who had the Spurs winning. I ain't gonna lie, that is very concerning that they did not play to their caliber of play. Not to say that Spurs did either. Of course, they got people shooting 3 for 10, 3 for 15, stuff like that. But the Knicks are the ones that won. So with them playing this bad and still winning this game, that's just something to think about for the rest of the series. But yeah, that was my take for the Knicks. Pretty good W for them. It seems like they're always resilient enough, no matter what's going on, to get a W. Yeah, bro. They just
brother.
Big Brody Brunson.
Brother, I people was saying, man, Spurs is about to dog walk these dudes, and again, I know that the series is way far from being over. I ain't
Yeah,
saying the
adjustments
series
will be
over. I'm
made.
not saying that,
Adjustments will be made.
but no, for sure. But for people just thinking that this is about to be a cakewalk, I think you out your mind.
Yeah, you know,
Because
this looks like
this series is way more evenly matched than what people make it seem. Obviously, you got an alien on the other side
yeah,
in terms of Wemby, but as you said, when he goes on the bench, it's free eats, brother. I ain't trying to be
yeah.
funny. Well, Luke Cornett gonna stop us in the paint. I'm just saying, like, you got to think, like,
And hold on, because Luke Cornett did an okay job in the first half. That's what kept them. That's what kept them
oh,
that win.
sure,
He did a
for
great
sure,
job
yeah.
in the first half. It's just him maintaining that good of play the whole game. You just don't know.
And honestly, that's hard.
Yeah,
That's hard. And again, this where I kind
for
of
a role player. Yeah,
I don't blame Wimby, but I kind of do blame him because this is where you want your all-star, elite, best in the world MVP candidate to be in the game longer. Now, granted, yes, he did play 36 minutes, but think about it, man. I might need you to play. I might need you to average 42, 45 minutes a game this series.
yeah,
Just based on how impactful you are. And if you can't hold up, and if you get tired, now you're putting more pressure on the role players to say, "All right, Luke Cornett, we need you to do something in the paint, or we need you to be that rim protector." And again, you're talking about a role player now, and that's no disrespect to Luke Cornett, but that's just what you are. And that's not fair to Luke Cornett to sit there and say, "All right, Luke, we need you to do this for 25 minutes today, or 20, or 15 to 20 minutes." No, bro. And again, I usually in the playoffs is usually a 8 to 9 man rotation, right? And usually those other three people are playing besides Dylan Harper. But you know what I mean? You playing like a cool 10 minutes a game.
yeah.
10 to 12, 10 to 15. So after that, you expecting a lot out of your role players. Unless it's
Right.
an injury,
Yeah,
knock on wood, you don't want that. And that's speaking of injury, obviously that was, you know, Jalen Brunson got injured in the first quarter.
injured twice.
Injured, it was crazy. So, good
Still
thing.
top 30. Like, what do we?
So good thing, he was able to come back. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when I see him down, when he went down with that, he got hit in the knee. I think Wemby hit him in the knee accidentally. When he did that, I thought it was raps. I ain't gonna lie. And he went
Yeah,
back to the locker room. I thought it was over with. I said, no, it's raps. It's over. But good thing it was
I,
over with.
we thought it was over for the whole series, or like
At least
I
like a
thought it might have
game.
been over for the game. Yeah, I thought it might have been over for a game. Like, no fake. He
You
came back.
probably, yeah, because you just never know because they honestly ain't nobody gonna tell you that they injured already because
Yeah,
everybody's hurt right now, right? It's the
yeah,
playoffs. Everybody's hurt, so you don't know who's really hurting. All it takes is one knee to knee or what Wimby did, back on knee or something like that, like
yeah.
to hurt, or to be out. So good thing he was able to come back, and then I think Luke Cornett ultimately ended up accidentally stepping on his ankle too because he had rolled it, then he stepped on it.
Yeah, he did.
And that was crazy. So like I thought it was over with for at least a game or two.
Your dog,
And
bro.
honestly, that would have been the turning point for the series, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, well, for sure. And I think
So
that's probably even if he was hurt, that's probably why he played through it. So
no, yeah, because you need this game. Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's big. I think it's big to steal game one or game two, especially on the road. I think it's amazing. Hey man, shout out to New York for traveling with their team though, man. That was pretty dope to see. I'm not gonna
going
lie.
to travel.
That was crazy, bro.
They
That
was
was pretty dope. Pretty amazing to see. But who you got closing out now, I guess. But who you got winning, game two? Like what adjustments do you think is gonna be made?
De'Aaron Fox can't have this bad of a game again. I don't think he can afford to have this bad of a game again, like throughout this whole series. Because if he does, then San Antonio looking at him with side eye like, hey, we have a better version and younger version that you on the bench because of the way that you're playing right now. So game 2, I got De'Aaron Fox having a better game. I got hopefully Wemby having a better game. Oh, I got the Spurs taking it. If they go down 0-2 here, it's looking spooky.
No, spooky.
It's looking spooky. So this is a big game for them. I got to take the Spurs. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't. No matter what adjustments, no matter what they need this game. So I got to take the Spurs. What's your thinking this game, bro? Game two.
I definitely got. I think the Spurs are gonna win game 2 for sure.
Yeah.
I think the adjustment that's gonna be made really, I think they'll probably double Jalen Brunson early just to get the ball out of his hands and just live with the others making shots.
I mean, but like, it's not that the game plan. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know what adjustments to make because I just felt like it was a lot of missed shots this game. It's not like the game plan did not work. He had 30, but once again, it was off of 31 shots. Game. Like, the defense
But I
out
mean,
being played was good, as you said.
they didn't really but him coming off that last 8 minutes I play because
That's just him.
No, sure, but they were playing straight up though. They were playing 1-on-1, and that's great because I think they have the defenders to do that. I'm not saying that they don't, but I cannot afford to just no. I want to double. I'm doubling him, and I'm getting him off the ball, and I'm living with the results after that. Now, whatever happened after that, listen. If I'm living, and again, I'm not saying these are great players. Leadership has been hot. If Josh Hart shoot 10 threes and he make 5 of them, and they win, tip your hat, clap, thank you. I'm living with that loss, right?
Okay.
But like tonight, granted, yes, they was playing great. They played great with him, and he missed a lot of shots because obviously the great defense. I'm looking at this loss, and as I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of upset because I played straight up 1-on-1 with Jalen Brunson, and he basically just was Jalen Brunson, and I don't like that. Me personally, I would rather double. That's just me, man. I'm doubling them. I'm not. I can't. I've seen Jalen Brunson
Nobody
do this
out
too many
battle
times.
Brunson, bro. That's the thing. It's just like that's just the way it is, man. It's a couple things guaranteed in life, bro. Taxes, death, and Brunson always winning his battle because it's like
I'm with you.
king. He
I'm.
does like he never is outshined by the other opponent or anything. It's like he's always
I'm with you,
or better. So
bro. I'm doubling Jalen Brunson, bro. Like I would have doubled him because I'm not. I cannot sit there and just watch my 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 player on their best player 1-on-1, and it's a 85% chance that Jalen Brunson is gonna make a shot and hit the tough shots because that's just who he is. That's just who I am. That's what I would do.
I'm not mad at that at all. Just later in the game for sure though. Down the stretch, I would want to
I
see
will.
that.
How about this? I'm doing it for the first 5 minutes, just so we can see it. I'm
See?
just
No, I don't know about that.
I'm switching up the
Now
adjustment.
OG get hot. Now
They
Mikhail
already
get
hot
hot.
though. All right,
Now
let me
you
ask you this. T.
opening
Let me
it
ask
up
you this.
for
Let me ask you this. Let
Brunson,
me ask you
bro.
this. Let me ask you this. If you was a coach, if you was Miss Johnson, are you living? If you lose the game? Are you losing the game with OG Ananobi or Josh Hart making or having 28 points? Or are you
If
losing?
Brunson
Are
is
you?
hitting tough shots like that, bro, I'm low key just losing it like that. I wouldn't want to give everybody because OG has been
But
shooting
he
great
can't.
this whole.
Listen. I'm not trying to compare him to Kyrie and stuff like that. But they like that kind of stuff, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like they would rather the shot be tough
I
than
feel
it
like
be
he's
wide
too
open.
smart of a player to just be sending a double at him the whole time. Did we not see that with the Cavs? Cavs sent the double at him the whole time. He had 15 assists that game.
Okay, well, see, we could have made shots against the Cavs, bro. That's just confidence wise.
I mean, okay.
Just saying, like what I
True,
mean?
true.
Don't worry
But
about that. They took a
still,
hit there.
I feel like we've seen this happen, and it's like he's just too smart of a player for that. Like he knows where to put the
But
ball. Maybe the key
also, this is different. It's different because the defenders that the Spurs have is way different than you know, than the Cavs do. Like
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you like, they're
For sure.
they're more. This is a
But
defensive minded team in terms they like they'll double and they're able to shoot the gaps because they're just that athletic and they're just
they
that.
are.
And
I
obviously,
think
till you have a alien in the back, a roamer within Wimby. So
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying, whatever. But honestly, that's what I would do. But I think for Wimby, like you said, I think Wimby has to be more aggressive. Like
Yeah,
that
for
is
sure.
this top notch thing, bro. He has to be more aggressive
Yeah,
on the block, on the block.
yeah.
Like
Because it's times like he had that one. You talking about offensively, or
offensively, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's times like where he had the, and this is what I'm talking about simplicity with him. He got the ball. I don't remember if it was off a ball movement or something. Got the ball top of the key. Went with a simple rip through, one dribble, and dunked it with his hand. Like that's how simple it could be if he's
Oh
just
yeah, that was
aggressive.
on Mitchell Robinson. Yeah,
Yes, that's how simple it could be if he's just simple and aggressive the whole time. It don't gotta be, oh yeah, I'm gonna be. I got this bag at 7-4 all the time. Like we know you like that game, but it's like just do what you supposed to be doing.
no, you for sure. And I think he can definitely win and lose your game by doing that. Like today, I think if he was anywhere near aggressive, I think they win the game today. I was just
Yeah,
being completely
I
honest.
mean he still had 26. Still had
Mm,
26.
off of flailing free throws, but that's a different conversation
Yeah,
for the and it's
yeah.
what it is. But
Um, going back to their defense. One last thing. Going back to the Spurs defense. I feel like they play straight up and everything because they have that alien in the background. Like they play so aggressive. If you watch them, they play so aggressive on the perimeter, and they don't really care if they get beat because they like, all right, now you
we got
beat
women
me,
back,
you gonna
yeah.
beat him. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing I feel like about doubling that I would kind of stay away from because now you have Wimby rotating too, and now he's rotating outside of the paint. Now, what does your defense look like? You know what I'm saying? To go guard shooters. So that's the only thing. As well as Cat is a shooter, so it's like they can space out the whole floor if they were to double. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah,
you got now that he's like Cat go corner or somebody flash middle, shooter go corner, another shooter go corner. All Jalen Brunson has to do is get the ball in the middle.
no, yeah, you're right. How
And
do
so,
you? I'm gonna ask you this: as great as Wimby is on the defensive end, I mean, obviously, I think he's the best defender in the world, and I think he's, you know, played great defense this whole entire playoffs. Do you think he's a good one-on-one defender?
one-on-one defender.
Because honestly, if I think it's one thing that Wimby has a like he's not good at defensively is like a one-on-one defender.
I
Like
would say,
he's not a good one-on-one defender.
yeah, I would say, I would say he's not the best, but that's more because he probably prioritizes rim protecting over anything.
Sure,
Like
sure.
even when he is one-on-one defending, you'll see like he'll kind of just let his defender kind
So
of
he
get to
can
the
recover.
yeah, like yeah, get to the basket or get wherever they want to get. So he's like, all right, bet this is the shot they're shooting, and then try and recover that way with his length. You know what I'm saying?
But even I don't think Wimby's that good as a like when I say one-on-one, obviously perimeter, but even one-on-one post defender, I don't think he's that good
And
either.
that's what I'm saying. Even in that aspect, I feel like sometimes he'll get beat and just see if he can his length he'll come save the day. Pause. That was crazy game. Pause. But like his lengthiness. Come on, gang, rock with me. Come on, come on, come on. I caught the time. I called the time out. Get a fool.
Yeah,
Like, come on, bro.
about to go on halftime with that one, bro. That's crazy. His length is
Boys out the mud.
yeah, that was crazy. But anyways, I'll be more professional. I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna tell you this though. If I'm the Knicks, and I think this will be the Knicks adjustment, even though they won, always gotta make adjustments. I'm putting Wimby in the PNR. I want to give me Jalen Brunson, and
Bring him
I'm putting Wimby in the PNR. They did it. They did it. I think one time, and he was on the left corner or no left wing. And I think he did like a little step back and he missed it. But I want I
Why
want
is that
Wimby in the
they only
PNR.
got that one time?
You said what?
Why did they only get that one time though? Was it because he was guarding Josh Hart majority of the game?
No, Wemby really doesn't guard any. Like, I mean, this might be the only series where like he has to guard somebody. Um, but no, I don't know why. Honestly, I can't like think of like a basketball reason
Yeah,
about why they did it. I just think they just didn't do it. Like, I don't think they did it enough.
that.
But I think what they'll do is I think hopefully they go back into you know the film room and they look at it and they say, man, I think they might have something there. I think if it's one because I'm gonna tell you too what that does is if you put Wimby in the PNR, I would say you want to shoot a shot. I think
Yeah,
I'll
to
say
bring him
you
out.
you want to shoot a three
You
because
have
if
a
you
higher
shoot
chance of getting that offensive rebound.
exactly,
Yeah,
this is exactly where I'm going.
yeah.
You do that, you get the offense rebound, and then
As long as he's out of the paint,
exactly that's
honestly,
just the
it's
main thing. You get
anything.
them out the
So
paint.
you just want to bring him out. But once again, that's why I feel like he was guarding Josh Hart a lot of the game because, I mean, he could
But
kind of.
honestly, exactly him. And then, but I think, as you said, if Wemby gets more aggressive and gets in the paint, even on the opposite end, he hurts himself because he's on the perimeter shooting 3 point three. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Trying to be Kyrie, and that obviously, he's missing out on opportunities because he's just that good, rebounding wise. He's
Hmm.
missing out on offensive rebounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think Wemby kind of hurts himself sometimes. But I mean, I can't wait for game two. I think that's what Friday, I believe.
Yeah. Friday. You got one day wait, not too long.
One day away. You got anything else about this game, T? Or you
No,
good?
bro. Spurs got to come back better, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta. I mean, looking at the game, they lost this game. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold you. They lost this game. They had this game in the bag. They let New York create. You can't let New York State stick around. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Because if they stick around, they could be like, all right, bet we could probably win this if we want to. So we'll just turn up. And I feel like that's what New York does in the fourth quarter sometimes, especially when there's 4 to 5 minutes left. They just start hitting stuff. OG was in the corner, splash.
Your
You
boy
feel
hit it.
me? Jalen Brunson just doing anything, getting to the rim, everything is a leg. It's crazy, man. So Spurs just got to bounce back. What's your final thoughts going in the next game, bro?
Knicks and 7. That's all I got to say.
No.
Keep trying to tell y'all, Knicks and 7. I mean, honestly, you can go either way because I'm not like. I mean, I know the Spurs are just that good. If they lose and just, I mean, obviously you got, like you said, they got a goat, on the other
Yeah.
side. So I mean, if you lose to the goat, you lose to the goat, brother. It
Yeah.
happens. This is what it is. That's
And
what I
play
got.
Dylan Harper, man. My bad.
No, you got to. No, for real, you got to play Dylan Harper. It's crazy. That's what it
Play
is.
Dylan Harper,
But
bro.
you got to. But yo, we hope you guys enjoyed this game one aftermath breakdown X, Y, and Z. And man, game two is about to be a movie. This whole series about to be a movie. So y'all go down below, hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment your thoughts and opinions. If you guys disagree with anything that we say, let us know. We will respond back. This is what we do. Follow us on Instagram and everything like that. TikTok, X, Y, and Z, whatever you got to do. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mom, everybody, your dad. Share it with everybody. If you love hoops, appreciate you guys for watching. This is the Bench Warmers Pod. Stay safe. Peace and love. Peace and love.